My name is Eva. For 8 years, my family called my bakery a hobby. Every holiday, my brother joked that I would eventually give up and find a real job. My parents smiled along while I worked before sunrise every day, slowly building the small bakery my grandmother believed in when nobody else did. They laughed at my dream until the day it became worth millions. My grandmother had rented me the old family storefront at a low price after my divorce. Unknown to the rest of the family, she also signed a legal lease-purchase agreement. Every rent payment moved me one step closer to owning both the bakery and part of the building. I carefully kept every receipt, but after Grandma passed away, my father and brother acted as if the agreement had never existed. While they ignored my business, the bakery quietly grew. We supplied cafes, hired employees, survived difficult years, and even won a regional food award. My family proudly shared the newspaper article online, yet still mocked me in private. They loved taking credit for my success, but never respected the work that created it. Everything changed when a property developer offered $6 million for the entire block. Without asking me, my brother negotiated the sale. My parents started shopping for retirement homes, and the tenants were told they would soon have to leave. I only learned about the deal when the florist next door casually asked where I planned to relocate my bakery. When I confronted my brother, he laughed and promised to give me a little money for moving expenses. He claimed I had no ownership because my name wasn't on the title. My lawyer quickly proved otherwise. Grandma's agreement was legally enforceable, and the sale couldn't be completed without my signature. Suddenly, the hobby they had mocked for years became the one thing standing between them and millions. My family invited me to a meeting with the developer. For the first time ever, my brother called me a businesswoman. They offered me $500,000 to sign immediately. It sounded generous until my lawyer explained my legal share and business losses were worth far more. But money wasn't my biggest concern. 5 businesses and 2 elderly tenants would lose everything if the project moved ahead unchanged. Instead of accepting the offer, I gathered the other tenants and hired a commercial property lawyer. Together, we presented one condition. The sale could continue only if existing businesses received replacement units, relocation costs were covered, long-term tenants were protected, and my bakery would own its new shop after construction. My brother exploded, accusing me of holding the family hostage. I reminded him that they had tried to sell my future without even asking me. When I refused to back down, anonymous online reviews suddenly appeared attacking my bakery. Rumors spread that I was selfishly stopping my parents from retiring. We documented every fake review and soon discovered one had been posted from an account my brother regularly used elsewhere online. After my lawyer sent formal legal notices, the smear campaign ended almost overnight. The developer finally agreed to our revised terms because delays were becoming too expensive. At the closing meeting, the attorney placed the final papers in front of me. For years, my family believed my opinion didn't matter. Now my single signature protected every tenant, recognized my ownership, and completed the biggest deal of their lives. I signed calmly, knowing the decision finally belonged to me. Construction lasted more than a year, but every business survived. My bakery reopened in a beautiful new corner unit with sunlight pouring through large windows. A brass plaque honored my grandmother's faith in me. Looking around the shop, I realized something important. Success wasn't the day my family finally respected my work. Success was the day I stopped needing their approval. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Unheard drama stories for more emotional family dramas and unforgettable betrayals.